The next thing I want to do, though, is I have some additional images and videos that I've got in folders, not in a library, in separate folders. And I want to mimic the folder structure as well. So here I've got some holiday photos. So an Alaska trip sorted in different folders by the locations. Same trip, we actually went to Canada as well and saw Wendy and Wally. So I've got these photos here. I've also got another set of photos here, which are scanned photos. So these are photos that I've actually scanned manually, and I need to get these in as well. But again, I've been through and manually sorted out the folder structure. And I want to keep this structure. I don't just want to dump them into photos and have to try and organize them later. Before I do that, though, let me just go back to, which one is it? Is it this one? I think in this one, let's go into the icon. Yeah, there are some, I've noticed here, there are some that need to be rotated before I import them. I could rotate them once they're in, but the easiest thing to do is just select them, right click. In fact, I don't want that one. It's those first lot there. Right click and hold down the Option key. And quick actions, I can rotate right. For release, I can rotate left, but I want to rotate right. So Option key down. And they're sorted. Are there any more? There's 2 there. Yep. And the same here. So Option key down, right click, quick actions, rotate right. Okay, so they're now ready to go in. Now to do this and to maintain the folder structure, what I need to do is say File, Import. I don't just want to drag and drop them in. I want to do a file import. It gives me more control. And then go to the folder, SSD backup, images to import. So I'm going to do these in 2 stages. I'm going to say holidays first. So everything within this subfolder structure will be brought in. We'll say review for import. And that will now start analyzing the photos. Now you'll notice up at the top, it's picked up that it's already imported, well, 400, 500 items. So some of those folders I have already imported at some stage, but Photos is intelligent enough to realize that they're already in there. So we might see 1 or 2 of those folders not actually appear because we've already imported the photos. Okay, so there are 403 items. I can say add to your library or shared library. I'm going to go to my personal library. Album, I don't particularly want to put it in an album because if I click on keep folder organization, it's going to actually keep the folder structure. So if I just go ahead and say import all new items, and over here I can see the current status of the import. So currently up to 25 of 403 items. It's probably hit some of the larger videos, so I'm just going to leave that to run through and complete. So let's take a look at our albums. So over here in the album section, this top level one is all albums. You can't actually do anything with this one. It's permanently there. It's a way of seeing all your albums in one go. But what I'm going to do, like I've got this one here, which is testing, which I'm just going to right click and delete the folder. You can delete the folder, but it won't actually delete any photos. And then what I'm going to do now is go through all these albums and decide if I want to keep them or not. I did discover that I did make a start on this. See this one here, albums? I started to categorize things by years. So there's various things here. You know, the old family photos. And then we've got events I went to in the past and stuff. So I'm probably going to carry on this and create some hierarchical folders with albums inside of them. Now, obviously, I don't want you to sit through me going through this painstakingly. So I'm going to go through over the next half an hour, sort them all out, and we'll have a look at the final structure that I've arrived at once I've finished. So basically just a progress update. What I'm actually doing, or what I've decided to do, is to create folders for years. As I mentioned before, these were already set up for me. So I've created a new set of folders. The last one here was 2016, so I need to infill. But for this year, I've created a new folder for 2025, and the albums I want to keep, I'm actually just dragging into here. Now, an album such as this one, which was just some work that we had done several years ago, I had a separate album for it, but I don't really need this album anymore. What I have done, though, is selected all the photos. So if we start up here, select them all, and then right-click and say Get Info. I've actually put a keyword of patio on here, so I can find these at a later date just by searching for patio, which means I don't really need the album. So I'm going to delete the album. Okay, so again, it's just the album. It's not the photos. And that's now gone.